Alright, so we're gonna play through. Do you want to play through the whole game?
Yeah.
And then we'll... Okay, so...
Yeah, we'll play through.
Play through. First thing you do is go through the meat hut. Yeah. And it's gonna tell you to get the pig's feet from the merchant. So, if you go up to the merchant and talk to him, it's gonna give you the choice of getting some pig's feet. And then all
Snack
of these...
for later.
Yeah. So all of these crystals that you see here are going to be his hallucinations, and, well, they're representative of his hallucinations. So if you walk through it, he starts hallucinating, and blue means that he's not hallucinating. If the crystal turns green, it means he is. So all of the people that you see now are not actually there, yeah. So you talk to the crystal, and it's going to show you what his hallucination is. So right now he's talking to his dad and his mom, and his wife randomly shows up and starts talking to him about going to see the world or whatever. And then he starts flirting with what's-her-face, Mrs. Breen. And she's going to talk to him about, like, you know, like how they used to flirt in the past and whatever. And all of a sudden he gets kicked out and shows up right in front of this dog. So if you talk to the dog, it's going to ask you if you want to share your pork with the dog. You hit yes and go to your items. There's your pork, and you've just shared it with the dog.
So nice.
Awesome. Very nice gentleman. And after that, we're going to do the hallucination scene. So if he walks into this building, there's no one in here except a crystal. So he'd walk through the crystal, and all of a sudden he starts hallucination about being on trial. And these are all the ladies that accuse him of, like, sexual misconduct. They're all, like, the high-class, hoity-toity ladies, you know. After that, you can feel free to walk around. Oh, look, there's the man in the Macintosh. He doesn't say anything. And then we're going to go to this building and talk to the crystal. And all of a sudden, everything looks all weird. This is Blue Musalem, so he talks to the crystal and fantasizes about being the mayor. Awesome.
Alright, so now that that scene's over, we'll leave.
Yeah. You will notice before we do leave that there is a pie on the floor over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Random pie. Pile of gold, surrounded by flowers.
There's also a little Easter egg. This is Bloom as a woman. Right there.
Mm-hmm. Man in the Macintosh.
Oh, yes, he's there too.
Look different though.
And you'll notice you can't really walk through any of the other buildings. It's because they don't have hallucinations in them, so didn't want you to get confused. So after that, we're going to go up. Man in the Macintosh didn't say anything, so we're going to talk to this lady here. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Zoe.
There we go.
I forgot her name for a second too.
Alright, so we're going to talk to her, and she's going to lead us inside the prostitute house. Yeah. And so, like, you see everyone that's out here. If you want to, you could come up and talk to this lady and retrieve your lucky potato.
Says the blind man.
Yes. And so if you go into your items, you'll notice you got your lucky potato back. So there you go. Enter your lucky potato.
Gotta love the sound effects, dude.
Yeah. Then after that, we're going to go to all of the crystals. This first crystal, he's hallucinating about his grandpa. Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Okay.
He's a very long-winded man.
Yeah. Let me keep looking.
Oh!
And so
we're free.
Yeah. Finally forgive dead old grandpa.
Hey, you know how old people like to talk.
And you'll also notice all of the dead characters are wearing white to show you that they're dead. After that, we're gonna go into this crystal, and this is the scene that he hallucinates Boylan having sex with his wife. So he's gonna come up and talk. Is that supposed to be Boylan? I think that's Boylan's character. Yeah, so he's gonna come up and talk to Boylan.
No, this is Boylan, and then this year's Boylan. This guy is I forget.
A lobster and mayonnaise.
He's a lobster.
He's a lobster and mayonnaise. Okay.
I mean, so many characters. I forgot which one he is.
Yeah, there's just too many. So
Molly.
This is the hallucination about his wife and Boylan.
Yeah, you can apply your eye to the keyhole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ends with him saying flower.
Okay. So then after that, it randomly transports you to this crystal. And this is where he gets into the argument with Bella as a man. It's a really confusing one. Yeah, Bello. And they're going to talk about, I guess, prostitution, because Bloom randomly turns into a woman. There's Bloom as a woman. And all of a sudden he just pimps her out, you know, and people start bidding against each other to have sex with Bloom as a woman, which is like really creepy and weird.
It is.
And his daughter shows up and kind of, I guess, makes him feel guilty about being old. What a great daughter. And then Bello is going to tell him to go die. So he's going to actually die. He comes into this scene. This is weird, huh? Okay, a lot of people there. So if you talk to the coffin works the same way as the crystals. You'll also notice this really weird, creepy sound coming from it. This is the audio recording that we did from the audio book. So he talks to the nymph here. The nymph we purposefully made look like his wife, just with green hair and like weird tats.
Tribal tats.
Yeah.
Love it.
On the face too, like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I want one of those one day.
Oh yeah. And the waterfall we use, they're all personified in here. The blonde lady is the echo. And everyone else, you'll notice everyone on the back wall next to the waterfall are all dead people. So there's Patty Dingham, there's Steven's mother, his parents. I forget who else died in this book because there's a lot of people. And there we go. And so after that death scene, it kicks us back out here. And we're going to go talk to Steven, because Steven is going to tell us about his hallucination about his mother. And we also used the audiobook to record this scene as well. So. If you listen really closely, she's actually saying the exact same things that you see on the screen. So,
just in a very, very creepy way.
And after that, Steven randomly puts you in front of Bella Cohen. Yeah, now she's a woman.
Woman again.
And so if you talk to her, the screen shakes. It's because Steven just broke the lamp. And she starts yelling at Bloom to pay for it. And you're going to fight her over payment.
Very easy fight to win.
Yes, it is. So...
Those sound effects.
Yeah.
It's intense.
Alright. And then after that, you run out of the prostitute house and run away really fast, and you run into this guy, and you're gonna start another fight. Yeah, this one's Steven's fault, so don't worry about it. Yeah. And the good thing about this one, I guess, is because these two, Private Compton and Private Car, are really hard to beat.
Yeah.
You can actually run away from this fight if you wanted to. So you get a couple blows in. You'll notice.
You're blinded now.
Yeah, you'll notice that they hit you hard enough to blind you.
Turned into a Daredevil.
Yeah.
Alcohol's poisoned.
Yeah. And if you don't want to fight them, you could just escape. Then after that, Steven acts all weird and drunk, don't know why. And Bloom sees Rudy, but Rudy doesn't say anything. And that's the end of the game.
Yay!
There we go. We did it. We made it.
Made it through all of Susan.
Yes. Okay. Alright. So we're recording.
I'm so nervous right now.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm so nervous. Okay.
So we're gonna do the playthrough. Nope. Nope. Okay, alright. About being on trial. So we're just gonna play through this really fast because it's a lot of text.
Clicking through all the text right now, you can feel free to read it later.
It probably sounds like I'm banging on the keyboard with a hammer, but I'm not. It's really gonna sound like a hammer now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Everyone turns against him. We'll just cut this part out right here. Okay, we'll just cut this part out.
And
there we go. Awesome.
Alright, so now that that scene's over, we'll leave.
Did I just start it over again?
No.
Okay.
Getting close to the end.
I'm like going really slow.
Yeah. Oh!
And then he gets long-winded enough that he actually says everything all
again.
over again because he has Alzheimer's. And so we're
free.
Yeah. Finally forgive dead old grandpa.
Hey, you know how old people like to talk. The scene is where they do all the hubba blah blah. And they just plow her. I felt strange reading that part of the book.
Yeah.